when we shed some of those, we call them in yoga kleshas, but this like false sense of reality. So like, you know, those things about you that you start to label, like, I hate being alone, like, I hate this, I'm not this, I'm not that. But it's like, who told you that you aren't those things, you know? So part of it is like clearing off the lens, peeling back the layers. And a big thing that we need to eliminate in our life is fear, especially right now. So we're gonna start really small. We'll start in downward facing dog. And we'll open up the hips, we'll open up the spine, we'll release the weight of the head from the neck to prepare it for that forward fold. And then eventually, for the forward roll. Inhale high up on the toes, exhale, heels come down. Yawn the back of the body open, inhale high up on your toes, exhale, heels down. One more time, we go to the right. Inhale high, on your exhale, sway the hips to the right, and you'll feel this beautiful intercostal stretch all along the right hip, out the left fingertips. Inhale high up on your toes, we'll take it over to the left. Again, feel that beautiful stretch as you lean in. And any place you have tension today, I want you to stretch it. I want you to lean in as most as you can, feel it fully, breathe in, and then on the out breath, release it. That's where the magic happens. Inhale high up on your toes, exhale, heels down. All right, inhale, bend the knees, look forward, and we'll simply take a slow stroll to the top of our mats. Half lift, fold. All the way up, pushing into your feet to rise. So there are these dualities. You're pushing down to lift up. Exhale, hands to your side body. It starts in your lower body. Your legs carry you all day. Let's give them some love. Put a micro bend in your knees. And imagine there's 4 corners on the bottom of your feet. So your feet are fully rooted like a beautiful tree. Micro bend your knees. You immediately engage your quads. Now squeeze your booties. And you feel that lift. Now soften, release the glute. Pull your navel to your spine, knit your front ribs in, knit your back ribs up and in, and you feel a lift. Now take your arms up over your head, breathe in. Exhale like you're pushing the walls away from you, breathe out, and as you do, your shoulders are away from your ears now. You feel that gentle shift? All right, look up like there's something like 6 inches above your eye line. This is where we should be hanging out today. This is where our posture should be. Breathe in and up. And exhale, fold, lead with your chest, lead with your sternum. Release your neck when you get to the bottom. Half lift. Plant your hands. Let's walk it back and hold plank. So you're lifted, you're rooted with your hands and your feet. This is a grounding pose, but your belly is in and your sternum is up. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. We can take the knees down to modify. Upward facing dog or cobra. The difference is your knees are on or off the mat. Curling under your toes. We move back through that plank and it immediately has us engage our core. Downward facing dog. So a lot of times in a class or with a client, I'll see a lot of this and it makes me sad. So I always am like, engage your center, and here's why. So when we don't engage our core and we go from an upward facing dog right into a downward facing dog, look at the sway that's doing to our back. That's not what we want. We want to be so alert and alive and rooted and centered. We come up as one unit, downward facing dog. Do you see the difference? All right, so let's step the right foot in between the hands. Crescent lunge, rise up. It's a wobbly one. Prepare for the twist. Breathe in. Exhale, twist right. Without sacrificing the bend in this left knee, let's take our left hand to the left knee, right hand behind your back. Look behind you. Beautiful. Come back to crescent. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. We're open here, we're looking forward. Take it up, we'll switch directions, we'll take warrior 2 to the left. So again, we're open in the hips are square to me. Your arms are open, they're wide open, look left. Beautiful. So we're facing opposite way that you started. We'll turn to face the back of the room now for crescent lunge. Prepare for your twist. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist left. Right hand to your left knee. Wrap this left arm behind you. Look behind you. Beautiful. We'll once again unravel and take your hands to your heart. Hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to Utkatasana, chair pose. Chair pose. So we're building strength here. We are so rooted and pulled in our center. It doesn't really matter how low you go because you'll feel that the entire time you're here. You'll feel the core whether you're up here working it or whether you're down here working it. Your arms you choose. Heart up here, or you can even take them back. I'm gonna take mine back today. It feels good to open up through the shoulders today. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Meet me again in downward facing dog. And we'll drop our knees. Inhale, open to cow. Exhale, close to cat. Inhale, open, belly down, look up. Exhale, belly in, look down. All right, curl under your toes. And we'll take the knees just 1 inch up off the earth. We're hovering, and we're pulling back through both of our palms. So energetically, if you could see arrows from your wrists, they would point to your knees, and arrows from your knees, they would point to your wrists. So it's like a pulling, a pulling, a pulling, a pushing. It doesn't look very hard, but it's very challenging just to notice those energy lines at work. They're super subtle, but I'm shaking. All right, drop your knees. Plant your tops of your feet, put your toes together, and shift your hips all the way back. So you are in child's pose, but it's active child's pose. You're pushing down through your palms, you're engaging your arms, so your forearms and your shoulders are all lifted up off the earth. Look up. On your exhale, so you can get your chin down. Beautiful. Inhale, come up. And now we'll walk our hands back. Put the crown of your head on the earth. And walk your crown of your head as close as you can get it to your knees. On your next inhale, we lift through the hips. Hips come up high, and you roll on the crown of the head. This is rabbit. And we're looking for an opening from about here to the top of your thoracic spine. And it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be a little bit useful. So the second you feel it, that's where you stay. Can y'all go to the playroom just till I'm done? Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful rabbit pose. All right, as slowly as we got into that, we come out of it. Lift your head.